This is the Curry Shallot Gorge after a couple of days in Ullapool on my way onwards. The reason I filmed it is it's just so scary because you're on a platform with a, you can see right through the bottom, and it's quite a long drop. Gave me the heebie-jeebies just standing, looking down. Didn't like that at all. Anyway, that was en route to my next place. Pity I didn't make some recordings of Ullapool because I really liked it. This is actually where I stayed. It's Shield Egg campsite. Again, really lovely campsite, really nice. Lovely little village with everything you'd want. Beautiful scenery. There was some sea eagles in the island opposite, in fact. And then lots of more windy, twisty roads on the NC500. I went through Poolview and saw Inverview Gardens, which are absolutely beautiful. I, for some reason, didn't film that, though I took some pictures. This is the sort of thing you're scared about, hitting one of those, coming around a blind bend. Some of the sections were just, for some reason, really beautiful, like driving through all these trees, which would be even better when they were in leaf. There are so many lochs that you just lose track of the names. And the views are always spectacular, looking over to the mountains. Some of the ascents can be a bit scary. Apparently in July and August you get idiots in huge motorhomes facing off over who's going to have to reverse round a blind corner or something like that. So April, May are probably the best times of the year to come before the idiots arrive. The trouble is you get used to seeing this sort of scenery, but it's always beautiful. Taking photographs doesn't really do it justice. I think it's probably best to do this as a passenger. Again, it was spectacularly windy all the time, so it wasn't much fun to sit out. Then what I was doing was the Applecross Peninsula, which is quite beautiful and does have the famous Applecross Pass, which is the steepest ascent and descent in the UK. The ascent bit is okay, as you can see. It's just some of the worst roads I've ever experienced in this country, if anywhere in the world, which rattled the top of the van so much that it actually unhinged the roof, so it was only held on by the safety things. But again, thankfully no big motorhomes or something like that, otherwise it would be rather scary, and you had to keep in like second gear. Then you get to the top and you get this absolutely spectacular view looking across the Isle of Skye and everywhere. But again, insanely windy. And you think, well, that wasn't too bad. What was all the fuss about? Wonder what the descent's going to be like. And then you come around the corner and you think, oh, perhaps this is what the fuss is about. And you stop and have a look. And you see hairpin after hairpin after hairpin. And there's a big sign saying, not suitable for caravans. And you can see why. And yet at the bottom there was this idiot with this huge 20-30 foot twin axle caravan, thinking he was going to get up here. And again, the road surface is appalling. I wouldn't like to do this in anything bigger than my little VW, to be fair. Spectacular though. Thank God it's not cold, wet, windy, dark and rainy. So this is the famous Bealach Pass of the Cattle. Once you've done the really twisty bits at the top, again blind bends with the rock sides, so you wouldn't be able to squeeze through. It does actually get a bit better. And then really this is the last bit, which is quite easy because it's just a long straight one. Just a couple of motorhomes facing off. Oh, car. In fact, you get quite used to the single track roads in the Highlands, and it seems a bit sort of friendly in a way because everybody waves. Again, see how absolutely appalling the roads are here. I think you need a Land Cruiser or something if you lived here, because you just wreck the suspension on any ordinary car. But the view down is spectacular. Sean, if you're interested. My ultimate destination that evening was Loch Carron.
Rough this, gets worse. Oh, brilliant.
To be honest, it's just so spectacular, it's a shame to just drive down and you feel like you need to just stop and take in the view. I think the Scottish Highlands are unique in the world. People who've been all over the place say there's nothing like them.